Well, trigger. That word, when it comes to Kanye West, it was his mother. Mine was my brother, actually. When my brother left, I didn't get it together too much. And then my papa and my grandfather were very close. And I took care of him in hospice care. All this in the same time. And then my grandmother, she had been in the nursing home for a long time. So those triggers are important, and those triggers can happen to anybody that have bipolar disorder. And what I wanted to say yesterday is don't underestimate people's abilities because somebody has bipolar disorder, because you will be very surprised. Your CEO, your mayor, your whatever are probably bipolar disorder. They just don't tell nobody, because bipolar people are very genius. It doesn't underestimate what they can do. So, don't you love Mercy Johnson, that song? It gives me a peaceful feeling. Mercy Johnson is my favorite, one of my favorite actresses in Africa. I've seen a lot of her films, and she is really good. She is exceptional. Jackie Appiah, I have her. I am so happy. Jackie Appiah was in President's Daughter. That was the first African film I ever saw. So it was great. It was, oh my God, that was good. And it just influenced me, and I just started watching more and more and more and more. And they started getting better and better and better. I think they're the hardest working. And a lot of people have to realize a lot of those actors have degrees in engineering and science. Okay, so they're not just all in the acting thing. You know, that's the difference. America might feel like that's all they have to do is go to school. That school thing should change too. That's a lot of money for one. There's a lot of ways to become self-sufficient without doing that. You can go to train first, maybe 2 years or something, and then go out and work. Hopefully that'll change. I'm trying to find out what else I wanted to say. Guess who I'm talking about now? Steve Harvey. Now, I haven't told you a lot of my personal business because I have difficulty talking about it. You know, I do have a son. He's 31 years old. And I went through a lot with him. And hearing this lady and seeing the condition that she's in, he did all that. Very mean. That was more than ruthless. And then turned the kid against her too. And I know he did. Children are like that. One parent, or if a child or a young person or your child is around, if you're the type of person that travels a lot, or you have a different career choice other than the 9 to 5, you may have to depend on people to watch your child. Hey, if I had to do it all over again, I would never do that. But I wanted to trust somebody. Everybody wants to trust somebody. Everybody. And he turned that boy. He did do it. But it's going to turn on him when it comes to that child. You know? And then he has this lady he probably was seeing before while he was still with his wife, with all of these know-how books that he's coming out with, and you have to watch his advancement. It was real quick. It was right after Bernie Mac passed. I was in Chicago when Bernie Mac passed. It was on the day of the Bub Billigan parade. After that day, Steve Harvey was off into other stuff. He all of a sudden getting married. You know, he's into stuff. They have all kind of shows. His nephew has a show, a game show. Those game shows pay a lot of money. All of this happened for him around in that time. What does that tell you? And it's possibly could be something that he did to try to make himself bigger and want a better looking wife and all of this kind of stuff. That's the type of person you're buying his books and he ain't even living what he wrote. So I believe it, and I believe her, and good luck. I hope you sue him again. I mean, he even made sure she didn't have any money, took the house from her. After you done play, see, that, oh, please, I can't talk. But you know what? I want to say this. He did it. He did it. Steve Harvey is no good. I never liked him after Bernie Mac. There was something, I can see the sudden change and his suits and he's not attractive. He's very unattractive. I mean, that big lips. Ugh. If he talked to me, I'd be thinking, ugh, his breath stink. Anyway, I hope he gets caught and I hope she ends up on top. But nothing can take away that pain. It's done. I hope that she survives. She needs to see her doctor and don't do anything to hurt herself, because that's a total makeover on what you think about yourself when people treat you like that and do that to you. So, Steve Harvey, I hope you hang. Go to hell. And I'm saying that for her. I can say hell on FB. Everybody, have a good day. Ashe.